everyone, welcome to Pi Academy. Today we're going to be doing the 2025 AMC10A Problem 11. So the sequence 1, X, Y, Z is arithmetic. The sequence 1, P, Q, Z is geometric. Both sequences are strictly increasing and contain only integers, and Z is as small as possible. What is the value of X plus Y plus Z plus P plus Q? Well, let's take a look at both our sequences here. So we have one sequence being 1 X, Y, Z. And we have another sequence being 1 P, Q, Z. So let's see what we can use. Well, we know 1 X, Y, Z is arithmetic. And we know in an arithmetic sequence, there is a common difference between the terms. Let's set this difference to be A. If the difference is A, then that means X must be 1 plus A. That means Y must be 1 plus 2A, and Z must be 1 plus 3A. So let's write that down. Z is equal to 1 plus 3A. We can use this information because there is Z in both sequences. Now let's see the geometric sequence. We know geometric sequences also have a common factor in them, like it will increase by the same factor each time. Let's set this factor to be, for example, D. Then P would be 1 times D, which is D, Q would be D squared, and Z would be D cubed. So Z is equal to D cubed. Because they both have Z, we can just set 1 plus 3A is equal to D cubed. And we want to find the smallest value of Z. That would mean we want to minimize A and D. But the thing is, this sequence in both sequences have to be strictly increasing. That means both A has to be positive and D cannot be fractional. So let's use that. Let's try some numbers. Let's try D is equal to 1. If D is equal to 1, then 1 plus 3A is equal to 1. So then A would be equal to 0. Is that our smallest value? Notice that when A is equal to 0, the sequence isn't increasing, because if A is equal to 0, X is 1, Y is 1, and Z is 1. That isn't increasing. They're all just 1. So this doesn't work. Let's take the case where D is equal to 2. So 1 plus 3A is equal to 8. So 3A is equal to 7. That doesn't give us an integer value for A. So that doesn't work either. Let's try D is equal to 3. So 3 squared is 27. So 1 plus 3A is equal to 27. So 3A is equal to 26. 26 isn't divisible by 3, so that doesn't give us an integer value of A either. Let's try D is equal to 4. Then D cubed would be 64. And that's equal to 1 plus 3A. So 3A would be 63, so A is equal to 21. That's an integer value. So we have A is equal to 21 and D is equal to 4. Is that what the question's asking us? The question asks what is X plus Y plus Z plus P plus Q. So let's find these. Well, let's take a look at our sequences here. We have 1 X, Y, Z. Let's find the value of each. Well, we know A is just 21. So 1 plus A would be X, and that's 22. Y is 43. And Z is 64. Let's take a look at 1PQZ. We have 1PQZ. The common factor here is 4. So we would have 1, 4, 16, 64. These are our two sequences. Now let's take a sum of X plus Y plus Z plus P plus Q. So this is X, this is Y, this is Z, this is P, and this is Q. Let's add them. We know 4 plus 16 is 20. We know 22 plus 43 is 65. And then let's take 65 plus 20. That's 85. Now we take 85 plus 64, and that is 149. So our answer is 149. And that leads us to that would get us our answer.